Alright, what's going on everyone? So today I'm gonna be doing a weapon guide for Mateba 6, which I am current record holder of. So, I want to help other people out who want to know, you know, how to use the gun better, what attachments to use, and the overall stats of it. So, I'm gonna run around for it. I'm gonna run around with it for a bit. I'm going to kind of tell you what I do with it, although I wouldn't recommend it. So, in CQC, I spam the Mateba. I use it like an M9 or something like that, which I would not recommend you doing. I would recommend you try and hit your shots by firing a little slower, but if you do get into like a panic situation, the Mateba will help you out a lot with its lowish recoil for its category, which this is the revolvers, and the revolvers have a decent amount of recoil. So, but I would recommend spamming isn't bad in CQC. It's just if there's more than one person, you're kind of screwed because you're basically mag dumping on them. So it's not ideal, although it could work in some situations. Now, for longer range, which you're not going to want to use the Mateba at too much of a long range because it's not the greatest at that. Since it falls down to 4-shot at all ranges, and it's even though it's got lower recoil, it doesn't have that good recovery, I guess. It's definitely not the best of the category, that's for sure. So I would stick using this in CQC if you want to use this for a CQC map. I wouldn't recommend it for something like Desert Storm. And don't spam it at long range either. Tap fire if you really want to go for someone at long range. So I'm going to move on to stats now. So the Mateba can 2-shot up to it could 2-shot limb, which is really good, up to 100-ish studs, and it can also 1-shot to the head to a pretty far range, about 100-ish studs as well, which is really strong for a revolver, but it's typical power. Most of the revolvers do similar, but yeah, it's the Mateba has unique recoil, like it, as you may have saw, it's not that bad. Like, look at that. It doesn't go off a lot. It doesn't go to the side that much. So, like I said earlier, you can spam it very easily, unlike other revolvers, which you cannot. So its accuracy is okay, pretty good for the revolver category. Its penetration is okay. It's not the greatest, but you're not going to be wall banging with this thing a lot. At least I don't find myself wall banging with it. The suppression non-existent. Don't You're not gonna get any with it. Muzzle velocity, it's pretty bad. Most snipers have 3,000 or something. So using this thing at long range is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not impossible. Compared to some guns which are really hard to hit shots with at range. Um, it's got a 3.6-second reload, which is meh. One of the worst reloads for revolvers, and definitely pretty bad for a secondary. But for the power it has, it's actually not that bad. That's about it, really. The walk speed's okay. It doesn't. It takes ammo from other revolvers. I don't see it taking ammo from anything else, though. It takes. It also takes ammo from things like Deagles as well, like the Deagle L5. So now I'm gonna do attachments. Now, for attachments, you don't really need any ammo. Don't use special. Whatever you do, don't touch special. Special is terrible. It makes the Mateba 5-shot all ranges, which is absurd. It's terrible. And then it loses its 2-shot limb too. Granted, it still has a torso multiplier, so it can 2-shot to the torso, as you can see, but it can't 2-shot limb, so it's not that good. Don't use it. AP, you really don't need it since you're not going to wallbang much. Hollow point is bad because it ends up doing less damage in the end and reducing its headshot range, so don't use it. I run tracerless because it doesn't do anything bad to your gun. It affects minor stats, but overall it doesn't really do anything. So if you have tracerless unlocked for whatever reason, you have like, I don't know, 3,000 kills with this thing, just put on tracerless. It won't do anything. For the other category, either use blue laser, green laser, or speed loader. If you find yourself spamming more with the Mateba and mag dumping, use speed loader. If you find yourself like tap firing and using it at range more, definitely use a laser. It'll help, aim. It'll help you aim. Ballistics tracker, don't use it. Don't use flashlight, laser, tri laser. Yeah, just stick to speed loader, blue laser, green laser. For the barrel, use long barrel. Long barrel is the best thing by far for the Mateba since it increases the range from 76 studs to 100 studs, and it increases the muzzle velocity as well. Although it does decrease the aiming speed a little bit and the takeout speed. So it's really good. Use long barrel. Muzzle booster's okay. Wouldn't really recommend it though. Loudener, it has a nice sound, but I don't really. It's not much in terms of usefulness. Just no. Hellback device. That's more of just a meme attachment. Don't use it. Snubnose, it's funny. But its range is kind of bad, especially its muzzle velocity, so you won't use this thing at all. It aims fast, and you can take it out fast, but it's not that good. Muzzle brake is the other attachment I would recommend for it if you don't like long barrel, because it kind of helps with the recoil a little bit, so I would recommend that for people who either don't have a lot of kills in this gun and don't feel like buying long barrel, or, they just hate what long barrel does for some reason. Muzzle brake's better. Just don't use compensator. And flash hider is just, you don't really need it. And then for the sight. Now, sight is more of a preference thing, but here are the sights that I find best. The irons are not good on the Mateba, so I would definitely recommend saving up for half ring sight. Half ring sight's pretty good. Or mini sight, which I would really recommend mini sight. Mini sight's probably one of the best revolver sights, so yeah, I would use mini sight. Don't use things like reflex or coyote; they aren't that good on this. Then if you have a few more kills on the Mateba, like if you have 1,500 or something, I would actually recommend DDHB reflex. Now, it's like a mini sight, but it's slightly better. I used this thing for a while. It actually works pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty good sight. I know, like I said, sights are personal preference, but I guarantee you'll probably like this one. This is a good medium kill amount sight if you want one of those. And then there isn't really any other sights I would recommend. Don't use DCL, whatever you do, no matter. Like, if you hear people saying, DCL's OP on all guns, don't listen to them. It's not good on this gun. And yeah, I run anti-sight, but that's more for just the memes. And it's actually not a bad sight, too. Like, if you... I doubt it, because not a lot of people do. But if you have anti-sight unlocked, I would recommend it, actually. It's not a bad sight for what it does. It's got logo magnification, and it actually works pretty nicely. Maglite and AMT are not that good. They're okay in CQC, but I wouldn't recommend them overall. So yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to cover. Let me know if I missed anything. I don't think I did. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I might do a video on like the Mac 10 or something, since I have a lot of kills on that as well. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, whatever. You don't have to, but it'd be, appreciated, of course. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.